Good morning, Brian Miller. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. You guys are in a good mood today.
Well, it's a big day, right? And
it's Friday.
It's Friday.
That's
and B,
right.
This should be, no matter how you voted, no matter who you voted for, this is your president, and this is a big day. It's what's supposed to happen.
It's absolutely. We've all been waiting for this day through the campaigns, through the transition.
That's because we wanted it to end, right? It was like, God, this has got to end at some time.
Yep.
And here's the end. So tell us, you're no longer having to walk every road in your district and ruin your shoes.
No, we're not.
But now there's a lot of sitting in Albany. And what are your thoughts on your first few weeks here?
Well, I was kind of hoping it was going to be a nice, smooth transition. But it didn't turn out that way. That seems the way it goes with me.
It is a mess right now.
You know, we've had the governor take his State of the State and budget address on tour.
Yeah, you were there. You were there in Syracuse, and you were one of the few that did. Did you go?
Well, I'll tell you that story.
Okay. Because you were one of the few that were not. You were going, and I think I read the quote that you said you were going because you're new and you really felt it was your obligation to go and not join the boycott.
Well, I planned on going, and that's the reason I wanted to go. I was new. I want to see the address the first time out. So the governor had the address scheduled for 1 p.m. And apparently the time changed. We were contacted by KTV to go give an interview.
Yeah.
So they contact me. They text me, "Where are you? Just leaving New Hartford now." And it's 11:15, and they said, "Leaving New Hartford now, you should be here in Syracuse." So my office didn't receive the change of venue time.
Wow.
And we weren't too happy about that. We called the governor's office, and I don't think we
haven't even heard back.
Wow.
We haven't received the.
I wonder if
why yet.
He does not like the congresswoman, and you're replacing her. I wonder if he felt that. Because she's notorious and was notorious for coming in and doing some sort of a demonstration. She might have worn I think she wore a Remington hat, and she did little subtle things. And maybe they're feeling maybe they were afraid of you. They thought you were going to pull some stunt or something.
Well, I don't know why they'd be afraid of me.
You're not that kind of guy.
During the whole campaign, we've put it out there. We want to work with everybody. Yeah. And I was one of the few that said they'd go to the. To the address.
Go to the inauguration or the whatever speech.
So who knows what happened? We'll just keep our.
So you'll take the high road and say it must have been a mistake.
Absolutely. That's the way we have to take it. Right.
We won't. We don't believe that.
No,
we believe it was done on purpose. So, but you're getting in right now at a time where the reason this is going around the state is because had he done it normal State of the State. There's a good chance that half the legislature would have boycotted.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
They may have because of the pay increase issues. There was a fight long before I got there, and they.
Is that the issue? Is that what the fight is over? Because we're told it's not really about the pay increase, but
I don't know. I haven't really heard anything about the pay increase down there.
Yeah.
Being in the minority,
right.
we're looking at the issues. There's a lot of things going on. We make sure the budget's going to pass hopefully on time.
I'm hearing it's not going to pass on time. I wonder if that's...
Well, it probably won't.
Yeah.
That's the way my first term's been. It's been chaos.
You're just jumping into the hornet's nest here right now.
But that's okay.
Andrew. Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Oh, you're good. So I guess with all of these issues, the one issue for us is this nano thing. And at what point... I'd ask you, when do you think the governor is going to come in and make this right? You don't have the answer to that. Nobody has the answer to that. But at some point here, he's got to make this right. Otherwise, we're going to drown here.
Well, the money's still in the budget.
I saw that's new news. That in the hospital as well.
And the
money's still there.
Will the governor come to Utica? I don't know.
Yeah.
We all hope he will. Assemblyman Brindisi's invited him here, and of course that was ignored. But it's been a failure, and it doesn't look good for the governor's team on this.
I do like the fact that for the first time we're really seeing all of the local legislators work right up to Peceni. Everybody seems to be. You have a coalition. Everybody seems to be on the same page.
Absolutely.
I saw that in the paper
first time
the other
in a
day.
long
It's the
time.
first time in a long time. Butler included. I mean, everybody is in sync when it comes to really standing up for this region. And I think that's big.
Well, this semiconductor industry, this was a regional issue. This it goes from Camden all the way down through the valley. It's just not a Utica, Marcy, Utica, Rome issue.
Where are you on Uber, by the way?
I'm for Uber.
Yeah.
I think that we need that here, especially up here in the rural communities.
Can you believe all the people that have already signed up in the state with for background checks and registering so that they could actually. I was in Miami and I couldn't believe the cleanliness of the vehicles and the savings. It was and the accuracy, and you just get to your phone and you pop it in, and like 60 seconds later you got an Uber car driving right up. It was really a great experience.
Well, it's a good thing for us,
especially here.
It helps with public safety and it helps with job creation.
Right.
So,
the guy that we were talking to is making really good money. It's his job right now. That's what he does. He was making really good money there in Miami.
But if it's good enough for New York City, why isn't it good enough for us?
Why is it good enough for us? I totally agree. Andrew,
we talked about all the elected officials locally getting together regardless of the party. I have to say I've noticed that too with a lot of the constituents and people I've talked to. I've talked to Republicans who say, you know what, I really am behind Assemblyman Brindisi, and I really like that everybody's getting together. So I think that in this national spectrum of bipartisanship, that's not really the case locally, because we're united in trying to get Nano going, and I commend you for working with others on doing just that.
Well, that model has been started with Senator Griffo and Assemblyman Brindisi, and it's just carrying on. And I'm glad it's still working. A national issue. We're still a little bit divided, but I hope after 20 after 12 or 12:30 today, things will start moving along. This in my lifetime.
I hope the moon gets brighter. I've been wishing for that for a few years. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I really feel we're going to be so divided. It's almost scary right now, and it's a shame. It really is a shame. But locally, there's unison, and everybody's working together. There's unity, and I think that's the way it needs to be, which sends a really good message to the governor.
Absolutely.
We're unified here. So
upstate's unified.
And it's not just central New York. It's not just us, but it's upstate. And you better pay attention. So
I've talked to a lot of the legislators in the last 3 weeks, and they all feel the same way.